Hey, welcome to the conversation. You're with Andy Mason, and this is authentic conversations around the messy intersection of faith, family, and business. And this is a little bit different this week because we got canceled. We were supposed to be home like 3 days ago, and our return flight from Puerto Rico after a marriage retreat got canceled. Now, I don't know about you, but with me, I've got two options. And to be completely candid with you, I've definitely tried option one before, and that's get frustrated, hustle, scramble, panic, and get anxious, get angry and uptight with all the people that are just so slow, or the not so help desk. All of those sorts of things. I've done all that before, and I've grown a little bit. And the other thing is I've grown in my trust and confidence that God has everything. He knows everything, that heaven is not under threat. It's actually really stable, and that He has no surprises. So what if I trusted Him in the midst of this? Everybody around me is in the same situation, and I know there's all of these things that I'm supposed to do, appointments that I have to make, business that I've got to catch up on after having 4 days in Puerto Rico. But what if this delay or this cancellation is an invitation to an adventure? And in the midst of this, Janine and I made the decision, you know what? Hey, it's going to be okay. We tried to book on the following day, same flight, and we couldn't both get on that. And by the time we even tried to do that, when we circled back around, it was full. So we ended up being 2 extra days in Puerto Rico. What are you going to do? Now, hopefully travel insurance or United take care of this, because the flight canceled was a technical or a mechanical problem. So that's their responsibility. But we do have travel insurance. And so there's ways around this. So I called Kylie, and she was so wonderful to take care of appointments. We had some that wouldn't move. That's our weekly call with the live community. And then we said, right, what are we going to do? So we booked a hotel, not just an average podunk one, but a nice one for 2 more nights. We then got a rental car, and it got upgraded. So we got this Ford Bronco thing. Didn't go that well, but hey, it was fun for the 2 days. And then we got an email from friends saying, you should check out the cabin. So we go to, I think it's the Rio something cabins in Puerto Rico. We went down there. It was phenomenally beautiful, and I had great company. That's my wife. And then someone we met with on the trail told us about ice cream. And there's this little ice cream place where it's a square with these murals. It's beautiful. So we find this random little place and got ice cream, because you and I know that in any situation, ice cream always helps. Then one of the evenings, we knew that another couple from the marriage retreat stayed over. So we had dinner with them on this rooftop overlooking the entire bay. It's beautiful. And then, I don't know, as you're paying attention and listening to this, I could have got frustrated and angry and been in exactly the same situation. Or I could just refocus and prioritize, heaven's not under threat. It's going to be okay. Let's just work it out and do what we need to do. And let's go have an adventure. I got to meet people. I got to connect with people. I got to eat great food. I got to have more time alone with Janine. We're at a hotel, so we got to get up in the morning, sit, grab a coffee and a bagel, sit overlooking the ocean, reading my Bible, processing and journaling. I got given some time. So is it a delay that you've been robbed of time, or is it a delay that you've been given some time? Total different outcome and perspective. One has gratitude and opportunity. One has frustration and loss. You can choose. And then the final morning, we take with us now on these trips our scuba gear, which is not scuba, it's flippers and a snorkel. It's like from Amazon. $50, boom, you got your set. We take that with us and we just rock up to some beach and paddle out, and we get to see schools of fish. It was beautiful and fun. What's the point? You and I are going to always have cancellations, delays, and difficulties. Things not going like we plan. We've got a choice. We can choose to get sideswiped, frustrated, irritated, upset, angry, and see more and more problems. Or we can actually choose ahead of time knowing that God's got everything under control. It's going to be okay. What if I trust him? What if I can expect that it's actually going to get better, that he does exceedingly abundantly more than I ask, think, or imagine, and I treat it as an invitation to adventure. It's an opportunity. Let's lean in. Let's text photos back to the kids and make them jealous. That's the whole point of it. It's let's have some fun together. In the midst of this live weekly call with the Heaven and Business community, we got back to the hotel in time to host that, and listening to the testimonies of others around the world experiencing somewhat similar. And in all of it, this delay is an invitation, an opportunity to grow. It's in Psalm 40. It says this: I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined to me, and he heard my cry. He also brought me up out of a miry pit, a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and he set my feet upon a rock. He established my steps. He has put a new song in my mouth, praise to our God. Many will see and fear and will trust in the Lord. And it goes to right through to verse 16. Let all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let such as love your salvation say continually, the Lord be magnified. But I am poor and needy, yet the Lord thinks upon me. You are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, O God. What's the point? You are going to experience cancellation, difficulty, and delay, but God does not. And if it seems like it, it's probably not. It is just an opportunity, an invitation to adventure. So I bless your week. I encourage you to lean in, read Psalm 40 and say, God, change my perspective so that I'd see what you are doing in the midst of this. And then I invite you, join us, heavenandbusiness.com/free-trial. Join us on those live weekly calls. There's a ton of other stuff in there as well. You can find out about that. But join us, and it will change your perspective on a weekly basis, hearing stories of what God's doing, and then tactically and strategically praying into this so that it increases. Have a wonderful week.